Hi, my name is Alexa Townsley, and this is my presentation of my creative literacy project. So the entire lesson that I created is revolved around caterpillars, so no better book to choose for kindergartners than The Very Hungry Caterpillar. After getting students interested in the topic and thinking about it through a chalkboard splash on the board, I will read the text asking interesting questions and doing a creative literacy component throughout. So as I read, I will ask the students about each step in the butterfly cycle, since that's kind of what my lesson is about. For example, on the first page, it shows the caterpillar as a small egg. So I could ask a question about that. For example, if they've ever seen an egg similar to this, or what they've seen hatch out of eggs, what animals do and don't have eggs, things like that. And then as you move on, it's showing the caterpillar as he moves through his journey eating all of his foods. And then it goes on to show him as a very big caterpillar who turns himself into a chrysalis. So I could see if they've ever heard of this word before, or if they've seen a moth or caterpillar in a chrysalis or cocoon. And then go on to show a butterfly, asking questions about butterflies, what they know, what they've seen, all the different types, things like that. My creative component will help the students learn, stay interested, and complete standards throughout the book as well. So here it is. I made this caterpillar little guy here to look like the Very Hungry Caterpillar. As we read, we'll have students sitting in a circle, and each time we get to a different food item, one of the students will get a turn to pick up the food item, find it in the circle. And then another student will be given the chance to get the special marker and write on how many of each food item they eat. So for the apple, they would write 1, the pear, and write 2, because as we read, we would hit them and they'd eat a certain number of foods. So then after they eat it, they would get a chance to come up, put it in the belly, and as they do, it will fall down, and you'll be able to visualize the caterpillar eating. So just like this, you'll have the food down here. So it's a creative component where the students can be interactive, put the food down and see it, helping them visualize the caterpillar eating and growing larger. Just imagine how they get full, and it would show their full belly of all the food. Also, it would help them stay counting. With math, they would get a chance to write down each number, and then towards the end of the lesson, I'd probably have them line up by the order of numbers as well. Formative assessment could be done throughout this. As they're eating each of the food items, the students would have to pick the correct item off the floor. For example, if it eats an apple and they pick up an orange, we'd have to just kind of correct them a little bit, scaffold them, lead them in the right direction. So that's just a little formative assessment. And then also, as well as marking the number, so writing each number, like how many oranges they had. For an adaptation, I could give each of the students a copy of this book, actually, so then they could help stay on track doing text-to-word recognition and everything, and reading in sentences, working on that, as well as book handling skills and just text recognition in general. As an extension, I could have students come up and each get a turn to flip the pages and stuff, or maybe read a sentence to work on those skills if it was more of an advanced group. I could also ask them to group the foods by even and odd numbers of food, or by days of the week that the caterpillar ate the food. So that was just another idea that I had along with that. So the Very Hungry Caterpillar and the creative component is right here. Alright, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I hope you enjoyed my short presentation of my creative literacy project. Thank you.